I, 29 male, caught my wife, 30 female, at another man's house she met on Tinder. This happened over Christmas where my wife and I split our vacation visiting our parents in way where we both could see each other's parents who live in neighboring states and get a bit of alone time at the house. During my wife's alone time while I'm on the other side of the country she visited someone's house. The night she did it I could feel something was weird in my gut. I video called for her to show me our dogs as we normally would every night. She claimed her brand new phone wasn't working. Then I asked for at least a picture. She sent me an old one and I could tell because our dog was groomed. At this point I was furious, calling her over and over about 20 times until I gave up. After 30 minutes she calls me acting tired because she said she was simply going to sleep. After catching her in a number of other stupid lies over the course of 20 minutes I finally got her to confess what she did. She says nothing happened and as soon as I called she left. She's claiming she only went over to talk to someone because she was lonely. She knows the implications of Tinder and claims that sex wouldn't have happened if I didn't call. I have been suffering from depression for a little over 2 years now. This is a major blow to my self-esteem as I've put on a lot of weight since. We've been trying to work through this as well but I feel a sense of being trapped. I worked and put her through law school and since then she has been working to get me through school. I'm a year and a half away. I always imagined she'd be the mother of my kids because she is smart and beautiful but now I feel lost and hopeless. If I leave I don't expect her to help me through school. Also I would be moving back in with my parents where my depression will absolutely get worse because they are miserable. All the lies, even when I had her cornered make me feel like I can never trust her again. Today I asked what they looked like and they were taller and skinnier than me. She even was honest that they were better looking than me. They are a dentist as well, and I am simply a student at the moment. Though it might make me feel better but holy shit did it make me feel 10x worse. I don't know what to do. Edit. Thank you all for the kind words, and the hard truths. Tonight's been rough, more so than the last so it's nice to have an outlet where I could talk about it. I don't have the capacity to reply to you all but know that I've read everything you've all written. Thanks again. Honestly, she shouldn't even be on Tinder, that's ridiculous. Don't trust her. You leave now before you become a dentist and owe her support. I don't see a mention of kids. Talk to a lawyer and leave her. You have stated these facts. Your wife has Tinder profile. Your wife met someone from Tinder and went to their place. Your wife lied you about it. It's irrelevant what happened at that Tinder date's place. Time to contact divorce lawyer and start the healing process. Maybe find a good therapist. And when you are ready get back into the dating world. I should have mentioned, we've been together for 8 years and have no kids. I'd leave. She broke your trust. Get out now, this is just the start. Your wife is breaking you, and she will break and destroy your life and future relationships. You have a decision to make. Do you want to continue and maybe build up the trust, or the chance she cheats and eventually leaves, or you divorce to limit future pain she could cause you? And #X200B. A relationship without trust is no relationship at all. She broke your trust and probably had sex with the guy. Her lies have to lead you to expect the worst and take it from there. You don't go to Tinder to find people to talk to, and if you believe that shit, then I can't help you. Your wife is a cheater and this was surely not her first time, just the first time that you caught her. Why do you think has she even downloaded Tinder? To find people to talk to? But only guys please? And guys that are available? Come on, stop believing these lies and see her for who she is, a cheater. Go to a doctor and get tested for STDs now and in 3 months. Tell her to do the same and to show you the results. Get into a committed relationship with yourself. Put you first starting today. This isn't a relationship and will cause you so much more damage if you stay. She did something. You don't go to a guy's house on Tinder to talk. I don't believe her. She may not have gone there for sex but maybe with the mindset of, if it goes that way it goes that way, to try and justify it to herself. If what she says is true she should have no problem showing you her Tinder account and the messages they shared. Sorry this happened to you but at least you found out now and not in a year or 2. Focus on getting better. She's a liar. People don't go to Tinder because they're lonely and need someone to talk to. All the lies, even when I had her cornered, make me feel like I can never trust her again. That's probably because you can never trust her again. She's not as invested in this marriage as you are, and now you know. I don't know what to do. Therapy ASAP. STD test. Add exercise to your daily routine. Start planning your exit, secure finances, look for cheap housing, talk to a lawyer. I recommend staying long enough for her to finish putting you through school, then file for divorce and try to get alimony since she's the only one working. So just put on a brave face and do all the reconciliation bullshit to buy some time for when you're ready to leave. And check out our Surviving Infidelity for some advice from people who've been down this road before. Kick her to the curb, man, and take the dogs. So she met a guy on Tinder, met up with him, ignored you for 30 malanes after you gave up calling. Also she met a guy at his house alone just to talk? Not likely. If that dentist is so much better, then you leave her and see if they stay with her for 8 years. You are a catch-op. Nowadays bodies can always change with surgery and diets etc. However, loyal is something you either are or you aren't. Simple as that. A wife or husband doesn't go on Tinder, come on, you know that. I'd wager enough to cover your schooling that more happened. She could have had conversation over the app or text or a phone call. Which is still wrong. But why did she need to be there in person? If you're in a monogamous relationship, why the absolute F would she have a Tinder? She's trickle-truthing, bud. Only letting on enough that she's already been caught in. Welcome to our Surviving Infidelity. Sorry you're joining our ranks. You didn't deserve this. Speak to a lawyer. No one uses Tinder to just talk. Wow, it certainly seems like she has already checked out. Work on being the best you can. Work out, shape up and try to get your mind right. If the relationship is ever going to work, you absolutely need to have trust. I don't think you have that, and you can work to see if that changes. But if it doesn't, plan the rest of your life. You can still be a success and have a strong relationship in the future. Don't give up hope. I'm sorry, but if she is on Tinder, she is cheating. She's in her hometown, with her family and friends. She could find someone to talk to if she needed. You need to get out for your own mental health, get a lawyer, and I think you can negotiate some sort of agreement. Try to stay strong, don't let her own you, don't let her gaslight you, be your own person, move forward, and look for the happiness we all deserve. Good luck. Let her get you the rest of the way through school and then bail the fuck out. No kids? I would divorce her on the spot. She's cancer. She cheated. She has no reason whatsoever to use Tinder or seek an opposite sex for comfort. Throw that whole BITC hash away. And no matter how much you weigh, dude, there is somebody out there who won't cheat on you. ID 100% leave and break all her shit, so be the better person and just get out ASAP. Work on you for now. I know it hurts, but maybe this is the first step toward doing what is going to help you get into a good place mentally. A cheater can't be perfect in every other way, so you're not losing anything. She is. At 30, doing this isn't a one-time mistake. This is just the first time you caught her. You know what you must do, Luke. As soon as someone is lying, the relationship is over. Wife has Tinder. No kids yet. GTFO while you can, man. Trust me, this is the easiest time to do it. She walked all over you like a doormat. She clearly shows no respect for you. Have you ever heard of anyone actually using Tinder to find friends? Besides, you don't need to go to someone's house to talk. There are many better apps if conversation is what you are looking for. Just leave. As soon as the court gets involved, as a man you are fucked. If she meets some dude on Tinder and goes to his house, there is no chance they only talked for her loneliness. She definitely swallowed and or received a cream pie from this random guy. Sorry bro. Man, I read a lot of these threads and see people yelling, leave, fuck him, or generally giving dipshit advice. For this, I really think you need to get out of there. She has betrayed your trust, admitted what attracted her to these other guys, and treated you with zero respect. If it were me, I couldn't recover from that. I'd be deeply hurt and I wouldn't trust her ever again. Life is too short. You can move on fairly cleanly, you'll have a future, you got your dentistry thing going on, and you can find someone that actually appreciates and respects you. You'll be happier for it. It's one thing to cheat. But it's quite another thing to plan to cheat. She downloaded Tinder, shopped around for a hotter dentist, and planned around you out of the house. This isn't a scenario that can be worked through. She didn't get drunken, make a mistake, which is a whole another can of worms in itself. She made a deliberate premeditated affair. And who is to say she didn't have sex with him anyway? She was at his house. She says she left when you called, but what if she had sex before you called? Or just went back? Gather your evidence and get a divorce. I don't think there is any way to come back from this. She did this over Christmas as well. What was she going to do if you never called? Just never say anything ever? I don't think this is a woman who loves you. If I was in a relationship and my partner was on Tinder, I'd leave immediately. Sorry, but that's a really big nope from me. She obviously had sex with the guy. No way she didn't. That might not even be the first time. So now decide what you want to do. Get proof of her infidelity. Publicly shame her. She used you for years and now trying to discard you. Show her she cannot just do that by destroying her social credibility. Post it on her Facebook. Time for a divorce. The first thing you have to do, try to exercise, go jogging and enroll in a gym. Try to eat healthy. Exercise clears your mind and helps you overcome your self-esteem problems. You are a young man. This is what first. Second, try to be indifferent to your wife. You already know that you cannot trust her. Dedicate yourself to study, to get your career, something that you find a good job, and there you will see. In the meantime, you will have to stay. If you want to sleep in another room, that it is said that I acted bad. Good luck, brother, and remembers going for a run and healthy food. I think you and your wife need to have a conversation about acceptable behavior. She knows what she did is wrong, hence the lies. I can't tell you what to do, but I would absolutely be talking to a divorce lawyer. I would do it over the Tinder account alone, let alone going to some man's home. Best of luck. Remember that this isn't your fault. What married person makes a Tinder just to chat? What person does that in general? It's a hook-up site. It wouldn't be any different than you finding her Match.com profile. If she's not happy with you, then she needs to be an adult and say it. People who love you for you, don't fall out of love over a few pounds. I'm sorry, man. I hope your studies keep going well and I hope everything works out in your favor. She planned to cheat, so cut her out for good. You don't need more drama on your life. Nobody regrets to leave a cheater. I can see why your wife was looking to see what life could be without a different man. Time for you both to look for something different. And since you supported her to put her through law school, alimony will be in play. I had a coworker pay to put his wife through law school. She then cheated with one of the partners in the firm. They made her write a big check in order to keep that shot quiet. Set up a list. Let's see. I hope you take the dogs. You must leave her deranged ass up. Put yourself forward and yeah, you decide the rest. Yeah, leave. Finish your education, get a job, and then divorce her. She used you, you use her. Leave that cheater up. She knows she's better than you. She knows that you will do nothing about that Tinder thing. She got you. You are done. You either stay with her and be sad, or you go get your pride back and find another woman who will respect you. This wasn't her first time. Just the first time you caught her. You put her through law school. Won't a judge take that into account when deciding how much alimony she owes you? Why do you have to move in with your parents? Can't you get an apartment? Leave her now. Man, she was having sex with that man, doesn't matter what she says. Divorce. Consult a lawyer. Either a year and a half miserable and getting worse with a shit-cheating spouse, or with your parents working towards a better life. Go get a good lawyer and a divorce. If she's working and you're a student, I'm going to guess she has to support you. Do some Googling and networking to make sure you're well represented.